Maybe it was DUMACHI that played spoiler to Punk last week. I think that might be the case. Regardless, RIKIR and DUMACHI are going to face off. Mike Saftig, last week's champion, took Sori down 3-0 and they'll be going up against Fionic. But we have this match right here of DUMACHI and RIKIR. DUMACHI on the Amelia, looking to be a little bit more mix heavy than what RIKIR was able to do against their previous opponent in Midstro.
What a beautiful conversion from DUMACHI. I love this because we are seeing two set play monsters play an absolute, like, pensive and thoughtful neutral game. Not anymore, but we were.
Just for a moment, as they flitted around each other, the double dashes from Milia, the triple jump from Chip. A lot for these two to do in the air, and they're not exactly slowpokes on the ground either. Oh my goodness, great spin to the bar. That'll seal the round, but no, actually drops it. RIKIR gonna have to look a little longer.
We're seeing the faultless defense from DUMACHI. They know that they were in dangerous Chip territory with that J2K.
And on the screen is dangerous Chip territory. This man controls the whole thing. Good cross there. And a throw to get this offense going.
Throw. Milia struggles a lot on defense. She's got some of the slower, like her fastest poke is 7 frames. Her only invincible move is DP super with Winger. But
Airy position.
Milia. A great presence of mind to block the TK Badmoon, but that's punishable on block, and RIKIR didn't have that on deck.
Need to be swift on those. Can't afford to let people get away with things as a Chip player. You don't have the help to, let go of these free opportunities. You need to slam people each and every time. Oh, speaking of getting slammed. No, drops it. Once again, I try and praise someone for a hit and they just toss it away.
One thing that I want to bring to light is that DUMACHI has demonstrated kind of a ownership of the air. There are so many exchanges between RIKIR and DUMACHI in the air, but when DUMACHI hits, it turns into a knockdown or it turns into a corner conversion.
Right.
We're getting this pretty consistently, and when RIKIR hits, we're getting back into this sort of very scrambly position.
Cash in on the risk gauge, I guess. No, absolutely. It's been that way this whole time, but it's still gonna end up with DUMACHI taking it, as they'll find the first game here in round 4 of winners. We are approaching. This is actually to get into quarterfinals. We're just outside of top 16 right now. I think we're in top 24 is what this would be.
Great burst on RIKIR's part, understanding that that knockdown was gonna lead into the blender. But here we are anyway. They opted to go for lower damage conversion just to get the opportunity to go again, but here we've got Badmoon knockdown.
Uh-oh. Didn't finish. Might not live to regret that. Here, trying to find a way, and does. Here's the opportunity. Oh,
great answer to the command throw. I mean, the command throw, the grounded alpha blade.
Everything but the aerial one. Or the diagonal cutting.
And like I said, DUMACHI is just winning these air-to-air exchanges with such a difference in damage.
And that's the big thing in this match, is that you're gonna have to just do a little bit more work. Oh no.
Excellent reset.
Wow.
Both of these characters are made of tape.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're looking at a 1.26 multiplier on the defensive RIKIR for Chip, and it's, I think, 116 for Milia. You die quickly is the end result.
Good burst.
Ooh. Greedy 6P. Short shot projectile kind of costs DUMACHI for a little bit. RIKIR gonna get caught on the counter hit, and he stays on the same side, trips him up, and RIKIR not too healthy after that one. They're in the back 15-20% of their life. And one good touch could do it with that Alpha Blade.
This goes for the
hit.
carry.
Ooh.
DK Badminton throws it out.
And that's a good call. That's a great call. You know, something that forces your opponent to react in a way that they're just not going to be already sitting. You know, anytime you go for an overhead on someone's wake up, it's not easy to deal with. Doesn't matter how slow or fast.
I think TK Badmoon and Strive is possibly the slowest it has ever been in the history of Guilty Gear, and it is still
really
incredibly
fast.
difficult to react to.
Oh, absolutely. What is the startup on that? Startup of 11 frames, and then I think everyone's jump is 4 or 5, somewhere in there?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the earliest a TK Badmoon can be is 16 frames.
Okay, so that would put jumps to 5. But still, I mean, that's 16 frames is not something people would consider reactable. I mean, Tekken has hell sweeps that are slower than that. Oh, big overhead. Catches him.
I think we're seeing a great adaptation from RIKIR. It just, the blood is in the water when you get a knockdown on Milia, and you have to just go for everything, every tool in the box as quickly as possible. You have to rotate through those options.
And that's Milia pretty much all the time. You know, sometimes though the biggest rotation of those options is just to not rotate it. Keep it exactly where it is and do the same thing over and over.
If only that was Winger, this would have been the set over for DUMACHI. Oh no, DUMACHI
Nice
down
catch.
around.
DUMACHI down around, they'll even it up, but they still have that shot at the dirty 30, clear them out pretty quick. RIKIR not having the same fun that they did against Mitsuru. The matchup just not looking as polished here for RIKIR.
We're seeing a lot of like very far-range preemptive buttons from RIKIR. They are clearly trying to stay some sort of Milia approach quite
That should kill?
predictably. That's quick 3-0 for DUMACHI.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a dirty 30 if I've ever seen one. Gets it done, and I mean, hell, what did you expect from DUMACHI? I'm pretty sure it was them that took down Punk last week and knocked him into losers. I'll make sure in just a moment, but regardless, they're showing some amazing skill.